You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call, and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the square off with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Stephen Gostkowski now has this one teed up, and we are underway from Gillette Stadium. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Now, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Dante Hightower is a prototypical run-stuffing inside linebacker who has the ability to go to the edge and rush the passer, and there's no better example than when he had the strip sack against Matt Ryan in Super Bowl 51.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Mahomes now on first down. That one complete to Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter. And they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Check the wrist, man.
Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career. But that will to win, he's had that probably since birth, and it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They begin with Michel on the ground. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the Briar Patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Here's Brady, and that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Stop your whining. Mike, check.
Go Bandit!
Brady going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Matt LaCosse. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That throw by Brady, incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Brady's throw there complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Brady. That's caught by the tight end, LaCosse. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. On the left hash, official. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Now here's Mahomes. Robinson's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Demarcus Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The throw complete to Dorsett, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Brady. His throw incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now Brady. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First down, Chiefs.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now Hyde running right. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Julian Edelman, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
I think it all came together there. Right there to move the sticks.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Throwing now is Brady. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Brady. Throw left side, reeled in by Lacoste. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Brady now on first down. And he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. On the toss, here's Michel. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And it's Michel once again. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Let's go, defense.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Regular.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now Mahomes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Kyle Van Noy came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And out will come the offense as they take over. Brady and the Patriots now down by 2 touchdowns. 1:52 to play. They've yet to dent the scoreboard tonight. Now they've got to do it twice late if they want a chance here. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now Brady, and it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Brady now on 1st down. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And this is caught. It's Edelman. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Brady to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, it's Brady. Dorsett's got it. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Keep playing Let's get it.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.